Hi, I'm Julie Tobiasen, and today I will be teaching beginner ballet class number 5. I'm really excited because today we'll be incorporating fifth position into our bar technique, and we'll be lifting our legs a little bit. So please join me for beginner ballet class number 5. All right. So why don't we start? And today we're actually going to just start right with our pliés. So we're going to start in first position. And we will have our arms en bas. And our preparation will go 5, 6. We'll bring those arms to a first position on 7 and place the hands on 8. Then we'll have 3 demi-pliés. So we'll have down 1 and 2 and up 3 and 4 and down 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll have a third one, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do this tendu side, which I talked a lot about in the last video, through the feet to second position, 7 and 8. And then we'll go 3 demi-plie in second, down 1 and 2. When I come up, I'm really trying to engage my glutes and the backs of my legs, and I'm keeping those abdominals pulled in towards the spine and shoulders down. So try to think of this really as a straight line up and down. Some people like to visualize that they would be between a wall or against a wall so that the chest doesn't go forward and we don't pitch back in the hips. We want to use that turnout from the top of the leg. So again, down, 2 counts, and up. So there's 3 of these demi-pliés, 1, 2, 3, 4. We push through that foot, and today we are going to come into fifth position. So we pull that foot, we keep this turnout. We lift up on this leg, but we don't want to move those hips, right? We want to keep them square. We brush in, and we get that fifth position, right? And then we have our 3 demi-pliés here, down 1 and 2. This position is definitely more challenging, right, to keep that turnout at the top of the legs. A lot of students like to pitch forward, right? So really use those glutes, those hamstrings, and pull those legs straight up and up. Third time down, down, up, up. And then we're going to come up to our demi-point. We're going to start here, just rising up on the heel. And then we're going to pull that foot in front of the back foot. And then we're going to try to balance. Yeah, if this balance is too hard with the arms in first, we can always put the hands on the hips and then bring them back. When we come out of this position, this releve fifth position, we're going to adjust the front foot only and then plie again, turning out those legs and up. I encourage you to really think about the knees straightening. Yeah, when we come up from that demi-plie, really using the muscles around the kneecap to protect the knees while we're turning out. So first position, 3 demi-plie, tendu second, 3 demi-plie, tendu to fifth, 3 demi-plie coming up for our releve. And then why don't we have, Alice, why don't you do the balance with your arms here, and Prosti, if you could put your hands here, and we have 2 different examples of that. And we'll prepare the arm. Good. Nice. 5, 6, up 7. Hold those glutes. 1 more. Nice. We're going to tendu second and go through the feet. Good. You can see how Alice is really keeping her chest straight up as she goes down and turns her legs out, right, from the top of the thighs. And Prosti is staying very square in her hips as she tendus and closes to fifth front. It's always a good idea to check your hands at the bar. Make sure you're not gripping. Good. Keep those abdominals pulling in toward the spine, shoulders down. And we'll rise up. Let's have 8 more counts for balance. And feel those inner thighs engaging. Knit the ribs down. Good. And And then replacing the hands, let's move that front foot open. And we'll plie into fifth, and we'll finish with our arms en bas. Nice. Good. Okay, relax, everyone. Let's go left. And that means when we go left, we'll be doing the same demi-pliés, but we're going to be working that left leg in the tendu and crossing over into fifth. All right. And down, pressing into the floor. Glutes are engaged, right? Make sure you're not rocking on the heel either. As you brush this tendu side, you want to stay on the right leg until you transfer that weight to both legs. Think about where you are on that foot so that you're not rocking back on the pinky toe. Very nice. And now we point that left leg and we close front to fifth. Make sure you're using both legs evenly, right? So your torso's right between both legs, not more on the back leg or the front leg. Good, let's rise up. And then we cross that left leg in front of the right leg. Good. Finding that balance, you want to try to grow taller. You also want to make sure you're not rocking back on the pinky toe on either foot. The legs should feel like one leg, and knees are straight. Let's adjust that front foot, and we'll plie into fifth and pull everything up. Very nice. Good. All right. Yes, good job. So fifth position really should feel like two legs become one as much as possible. Okay. All right, let's go from first position and we'll do our tendus. We're going to have tendus front, tendus side, and tendus back today. Yeah. So we'll have our arms en bas. We'll prepare 7 and 8 just the same. And we did this in the last class where we have 2 counts out and 2 counts back. So we want to make sure that we are, again, crossing over and we're brushing this heel front. So I use my inner thighs to keep those legs crossed. I use the backs of my legs and I push that heel forward. 1 and 2, back 3 and 4. When I come back, I'm gently trying to get that weight distributed as evenly as possible, depending on how much music I have. 5 and 6, back 7 and 8. We're going to do 2, actually. Second and point and in, and I transfer subtly, right? Just enough to get over that leg and back, and here. When we go to the back, we're starting with that toe back. Toe, right? Ankle. It's really in here. Toe back and cross, keeping that knee turned out. I don't want to pitch back here. Pulling up straight. And in, back, and first and first. Then let's have a plie to, let's rise up, releve in first. And then coming back down, when I soften the knees, the heels come forward and I feel the backs of the legs really engage to hold that turnout. And then we'll go left. 1 and a 2 and a first and a first. Yeah. All right. So right and left, please. Arms down, en bas position, and good. Heel front and 2. Ankle and toe back. Good. Again. Let's go second. You can see how when Prasti starts to brush, she puts herself on her left leg off of the heel. To the back. 2. Heel forward. Good. We'll have a plie releve. One. Keep those heels forward by staying off the pinky toe. And let's plie. And we'll go left and brush. You can see Alice keeps her arms nice and even also. Even though they're not being held off the bar, she's still holding them. Good, let's see, Alice will brush that toe and ankle back, nice. And heel forward. Try to grow taller in that balance. Good, and let's finish here. And arms are down, as always. Great, all right, relax, good job, good job. Okay, so as we're going forward in our bar work, I can't stress enough about focusing on where your weight is. Not only where's your weight when you're on two legs. Is it more on the right leg, more on the left leg? It could be, yeah, so really checking in with that. Also, are you on your heels, right? So if we're back on our heels, it pulls us back in the hips. And we want to turn out from the tops of the legs. So we need to have our weight, even when our foot is all the way flat. My weight is more on the ball of my foot right now than on my heel. I could lift my heels up anytime. So that's where you want to be. Also, shifting two legs to one leg, right? So when I'm on one leg, am I sitting back because I'm trying to lift this leg up, right? Which is what we're going to start to do. Yeah, we don't want to be back on the heel. We want to be up. Use the back of the leg, means we engage the hamstring and the glute. Also, when we're coming up on demi-point, right, that would be out on the pinky. So you're trying to do a high demi-point, but if you overextend it, you'll pull out onto the pinky, right? We don't want to do that ever. Yeah, we want to be more on the big toe, second toe towards the middle of that foot. Okay. All right, so let's do one more tendu from first, and this time we're going to do our accent out sharp and in sharply. So we'll go 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to have 1, hold, 2, and first, and hold, and out, and hold, and in. Same thing second, 2, and first, right? So we're sharp out. So this time when we brush, we have to get right over that leg and in. Same thing back, crossing. We're trying to get that leg behind our standing leg, but keep this nice and pulled up and square, and in, and out, and in. And this time, let's have tendu side. We're going to have a plie in second. We're going to transfer our weight over to that other leg, and first, and out, and hold, and in, and hold, and out, and hold, and in, and hold, and second. All right, so now we're working on accents. Sharp out, sharp in. Okay, so let's have first position, please. Arms down, keeping those elbows held and rounded. And 7, 8, and out. Hold and first. Good. Get there. Nice. Second. And out. Really keep those knees straight when you brush. And out. And we go. Second plie, second. Good. Other side. And sharp out and in. We want to make sure we cross. Good. And sharp. First. Same thing back, crossing back. Heel forward. Knees straight. Why don't we repeat this? We'll go one more time. And again, and out. Hold. First. Out. And we're out. Good. And back. Make sure those elbows are held. They don't want to be drooping down. Last set. And out. Want to make sure you're pulling those abdominals in towards the spine if you haven't been. Yeah. Good. And back. And Turning out those knees, and we'll finish. Very good. All right, good. We want to get those legs working quickly early on. Now we're going to do our tendus from fifth, which we have not done yet in one of these videos. So we're going to start in our fifth position, and want to make sure one foot is really crossed in front of the other. Don't let the hips pitch back, right? So use those glutes, use the hamstring, open up the front of the thighs the whole time. So our preparation 7 and 8. Let's have our 2 counts out. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So when we point, just like we do from first position, we need to pull the toes under at the end, right? So we don't want to brush out and then pull out, pull the foot out to the toe. We want to pull the toe under, then we want to work that ankle back and try to get the weight between both legs as evenly as possible. It takes some time to really feel that when you're just learning, okay? So let's do 4 each way. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And so 4 front, 4 side, 4 back, and we'll have a plie, plie, and straight. And the same thing left, so we'll continue this one also on the left. And brushing the floor. Good. Try to keep those knees as straight as possible. Think about what muscles you need to use on those inner thighs to really hold that turnout. We'll go à la seconde, and out, and heel stays forward. Good. Now we'll go to the back, 4 back, and toe back. Try to lift up on that standing leg to get that heel in. And in. Nice. The shoulder should be square, so check in with that. 1 more back. And let's plie and up. Let's go again. Plie and up. And 3rd time. And we'll stay here to start left. 6, 7, and left. We're out, hold, and back. Take a breath. Good. Keep those shoulders even and down. And side. And in. So no change with that 5th, and now we start changing. 5th back from the side. Closing front and side. And we go back. Ankle, good. Heel in and pulling up. Out, nice. Pull those abdominals in towards the spine. We'll have our demi-pliés. We'll go down. Everything together, inner thighs. Try to keep that chest lifting. Feel the underneath of the glutes pulling up that 5th. Nice. We'll finish here. Good. Very nice, everybody. Very nice. So let's do our battement jeté à la seconde. And we'll have our preparation 5, 6, 7, 8. This should just be 2 inches off the floor. We brush 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4, and out, and first, and out, point first. We go same thing second side, the left leg. Brush, hold 2, point first, and out, and 2, point first. And battement jeté, point first, 4 times, and here. And then let's have our series of relevés. So we'll have 1, 2, and up, and down, and up, and 5, and 6. There's 4 of them, 7 and 8. And then next, let's try our balance with our arms up. It's very challenging, right, to get those arms up. And then if you feel secure enough to open the arms in second and then replace them back. All right, here we go. And sharp, point first, and out. Point first. Good. Really show that point. Point first, and out. Let's change legs. Out. Nice. And first, and out. Let's do our releves. We go plie, 2, and up, 2, and heels forward. As the knees soften, I press my heels forward. Very nice. 1. Now we'll try our balance. You can either do hands on hips. If you can pull those arms up, that's great. Now Alice will open her arms in second, and we'll all finish here. We'll bring the arms down. Very nice. Good. All right. Very nice. So we not only had that quick battement jeté, but we also had those arms coming up for our balance. Now when we bring the arms up, just so that you know, the tendency can be to fall back, right? So we have to engage those abdominals even more so we can line these arms up right at the front of our head here, right by where our hairline is, really. Yeah, if you think about it, okay? Yeah, and when we bring the arms up, if you have your arms in the right place and you look up towards them, I don't mean move your head, but just your eyes, you should be able to see your pinkies wiggle. Yeah, so if you see your whole hand, then definitely too far front. If you don't see anything, too far back. Let's go on. And we'll go on to rond de jambe. So we'll have our preparation 7 and 8. And we'll have 1, so brushing that leg front, crossing over, and second. Now when we go to the back, you're trying to push that thigh open and keep that turn out. So we don't want to rotate the leg in. Now this hip can adjust slightly as we go back, right? So from here, I go back. I am going to open this hip a little bit to keep it turned out, but I'm going to try not to twist off this leg. So it's feeling like this with both thighs, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and close first. That's where I square everything up and I brush the floor. 2, 2, 3 and 4. Third set, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we will just rise up. So this is called an élevé where we don't use the plie. We just rise up to demi-point and back down. So there's no plie. And then we'll go to the back today, right? This is called en dedans, back, and then we want to rotate side, right, from underneath the leg. Again, rotate underneath the leg. Start with that turnout, and first, and back, and second, and front. And first, I'm also holding my elbows, hopefully they're not dangling, and second. Front and first, we rise up, and then just place those heels down, really trying to use the turnout from the top of the leg. And then let's have port de bras 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Bringing the arm up 6, lift the chin, and here, and then we'll go back, right? So port de bras back. You don't want to let the hips move forward. We keep our abdominals really secure here. We try to lift up, right? Lift up and arch back. And then going back as far as you can without letting the legs collapse, yeah? And then using those abdominals to come back. And 5, 6, and we'll finish 7 and 8. All right, so first position, remember to pull those knees up as you're standing there. Check back in with your abdominals to start. Shoulder blades are down the back. And we start front, second, back, and first. Good, again. Second, yeah, crossing back, and first. Third time, 1. Nice, we have our elevate up, brush the heels forward, and straight down. We go en dedans, so we start back, back, rotate, rotate. Nice. Third time. And we rise up and straight down. Nice, let's do our port de bras. So arm is front, side, over, good. Keep that curve in the elbow. Now move the head to look at that palm. Now we're back, back, 2, that's right. And then bringing that arm through first, and we'll finish here. Very nice, let's work the other leg. So first position, arms down, and heel forward into first, good. And always checking in with that standing leg. Right? Are you on the heel? Are you on the ball of the foot? Good, we'll go reverse. Try to keep that neck long and shoulders down. Good, third set. Inner thighs engaged, knees stay straight. Good, so left arm, we go front and open. We go to first and to second. Now high fifth and moving the head. Now we'll go back, keep those abdominals strong, keep the legs strong, and recover. Nice, very nice. So when you practice your port de bras back, or some techniques call it cambray back, you want to be sure to really keep those legs strong, keep the glutes engaged, not let the hips move forward and not let the knee bend, right? And then use those abdominals to pull yourself back up. And you can try to stretch farther and farther within that, right? Just make sure that the structure in your legs beneath that stretch doesn't break. All right, so we're gonna work on our port de bras forward, and we'll have another chance to do our port de bras back. So we'll start with our arms en bas. We prepare with the arms in first, and then we open the arms to second. This one will stay here, right? But that one will go onto the bar, and we'll bring the arm down. And so we'll have port de bras with the one arm, 1 and 2. My head is gonna follow, and then I'm gonna keep my head right towards my outside arm. 5 and 6. And we're going to hold it, 7. Take a breath, 8. My head goes forward. I'm going to go to tabletop position, 1 and 2. And then all the way down, 3. You'll go all the way down and roll up through the spine, and 7 and 8. And then we're going to go again, 1 and 2 and 3. Stay, 4 and 5 and 6. Just bring the head front, 7. Take a breath. When I say take a breath, I just mean extend the arm so you're ready to go forward to tabletop position. Your arm stays in relation to your shoulder, right? So it doesn't move. It just stays right there. And then when you go all the way down, folding over that first position, releasing the head, this arm should go above the head and then come up with the torso as it straightens. All right, and first, second, down, omba. Good. And we move the head forward. Take a breath, tabletop, 2. Now release the head, and everything rolls up together, bringing that arm above the head and open. Nice. And first. Notice that their arms stay below the shoulder, right? And that shoulder stays really still and open as the arm moves. And tabletop, and then release the head. Nice, rolling up through the spine. And we'll finish here. Very nice, yeah. So thinking about where that arm is, that was very nice, everybody, right? So you can open the arm to here, but we don't want it to come back. We don't want the shoulders to shift when we're using our arms. Let's go other side, please. Okay, and arm stays rounded the whole time. Feel that underneath of the arm being held. Nice. Get taller. And we'll finish. Great. Okay, let's go on to dégagé. We haven't done a dégagé yet, and this is where we start lifting our legs. So I think we will do this in our 5th position today. Yeah, practice that again. So let's place ourselves in 5th to start, right? Really feeling those legs nice and tight, arms en bas. We'll have 5, 6, 7, same preparation, 8. Let's brush to tendu, 1 and 2. Lift that leg up. I would say about 45 degrees, yeah. If you want to go a little bit higher as you practice this more and more, you can. You don't want the hip to lift, right? So we need to keep this standing leg hip in its socket, yeah, as we lift and hold this leg. So tendu, 1 and 2. Dégagé, 3. Hold, 4, hold, 5, and 6. Tendu, 7, and 8. My weight comes back to both legs, right? Brushing, 1 and 2. Lifting that leg up, 45, 3, and 4. Hold, 5 and 6, so that's 4 counts of holding. Really try to keep that heel up, tendu, and 5th. We'll go same thing 2nd, and then we're just going to go left. So we're only working that dégagé front, 2 to the front, 2 to the side. Change legs to the left, 2 to the front, 2 to the side, and we'll finish there. Okay, so we'll start 5th position, and arms are down. Okay, and tendu, 1, hold, 2, lifting up, 3, 4, we stay, 5. Good. Tendu back to 5th. Let's go one more time. 1, 2. You want to pull that heel up, so turning that leg out. Very nice. And we'll go 2nd. And 1, 2. We want to keep those hips square and pull that heel forward. Nice. Make sure to really point those toes like Prosty and Alice are doing here. Very nice. To the ends of the feet. Now we're going to close 5th back and go left. continuing, and 1. Try to keep that left hip back. And 1, 2, and up. Feel that right side of your obliques pushing against the leg for balance. And we'll go second. And 1, 2, and up. Nice. See how they're keeping their hips nice and square. As that leg lifts, the hip is not shifting. So work at the level that you can keep that hip square. We're going to finish here. And arms down. Very nice, everyone. Good, thank you. Yeah, see how those legs were lifting? Good job, keeping those hips really square. Okay, so let's move on and let's do some jumps at the bar, right? So we'll do first position. We're going to do a plie, 1 releve, and 1 releve. Plie, we're going to have a sauté. I think we did this in the last class. Sauté, sauté, and straight. Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, sauté, sauté, and straight. And remember, when we jump, we're pushing through the feet. We're keeping these legs turned out. We're trying not to let that chest go forward or the hips pitch back, right? We're really trying to shoot those legs straight down to the ground as we jump up. All right, let's have 4 sets. First position, plie on 1. Okay, and plie and up, plie and up, plie, sauté, sauté, and straight. Good. 1, up, point, point. 2 more sets. 1 and up. Take a breath as you dance. Breath, up. Last one. Good. And 1, jump, jump. And we finish. Nice. Okay, good. All right, today I'm going to add another jump. We're going to add changement since we're working in our 5th position now. And for 5th position, changement means we change our legs. So we're going to plie. When we jump up, we're going to point those toes down. We're going to switch our legs, and we're going to land in that next position. So you can use the bar a little bit if you need to jump up, right, as you're learning, but you don't want to be going over the bar if you can help it, right? So we go plie, and from here I jump up and down, yeah? Plie, knees are open, I push from the floor, I change and down, yeah? So let's just have, in 5th, we'll have plie 1 and 2, straight 3 and 4. We plie, jump, land, and straighten and stay. Plie, change 5th, up and stay. Let's do 4. All right, so right foot front. And plie, change, up. Good. Plie, change, land. See how they're going to those 5th in the air? Let's finish here. Good. All right, very nice. And that can be repeated as many times as you would need to go over it. All right, good. Why don't we come into center? We will stand today for our port de bras. Let's stand in our first position, right? So finding that balance in center without the bar, right? Again, the backs of my legs are engaged. I pull my abdominals in and up. I'm keeping everything nice and straight, lined up. And my weight is not sitting back on my heels. Knees are straight. So we're going to start with the arms en bas. And just to remember, the pinkies of your hands should be in front of your thighs. We're gently curving the hands to finish the line of the arm, so we don't want the hands to get spiky. We also don't want them to flatten out. Yeah, we want to keep a little bit of space between each finger. Yeah, and shape them at the bottom. And so we'll start with our port de bras. We'll have to first position, 1, open to second, 2, You extend the arms and bring them down. En bas, 3, hold, 4. We'll go again to first. We'll bring the arms up to high fifth. Remember that place we checked on earlier, right? And second, and en bas. And then third time, we'll go 1. We'll bring the arms all the way up, 2. We open the right arm and the head follows, and then coming back front. And then we want to open the arms each time, so there's breath in the arms. We open second and down. Then we'll go again. So as far as your head, right, you want to gently look down at your fingertips so we're not collapsing, right? It's more your eyes and your chin. And then we open the arms and we bring the chin up, right? And we keep it nice, keep our neck nice and long above our shoulders. And then as the arms press down, that's another place where I pull in and up with those abdominals and try to lengthen my spine. So those are just things to think about while you're working on your port de bras. All right? And second time we come up, it'll be the left arm and up, right arm and up, and then we open and we'll finish. Okay, yeah? So let's have first position, please, for our port de bras. And first, second, down, 1, good, and up to fifth and second. We'll go again up to fifth, moving that right arm and the head, and left arm, and open. Nice, let's start again. Think about where you are standing on your feet. Make sure you're not rocking on the heels. And arms first. And up, left arm will open. Head follows the hand. We'll finish. Nice and tall, shoulders down. Very nice, relax. Okay, so today we're going to go back to the combination we did in our last class. And I'm just going to modify it a little bit. So we're going to start in our parallel position. We'll have our preparation to first, and then hands on hips. When we have hands on hips, I'm still holding my arms, by the way, right? So I'm not letting them relax. And when I lift in and up, then I feel like my hands are on a platform when they're on my hips here, so they're not curly, right? Fingers are straight. Elbows are held forward, but my shoulders stay back. And I go tendu front and up to our passe or retiré position in parallel. And then you want to extend it to the point and together. And 1 and up. And I want you to think about today, last class we went from the point directly to the knee, back to the point and in. And today I want you to try to just lift that leg a little bit before you fold it in to the standing knee. And then same thing as you come out here. Extend it out as it comes down and in. Okay? So really working on that balance. Also the obliques, right? Think about those, because once we start lifting the legs, it's not just a front and back, like leg goes up front. You don't want your weight to come back. So we have to use those obliques to work against the leg to have a spiral in there to hold ourselves on our standing leg. So think about that as your leg starts lifting, okay? We'll have 1 and 2 and 3 and together. We'll have 4 on the right and 4 with the left leg. All right, here we go. And prepare first, hands on hips. And point, up, point, right, in. Point, lift, in. Good. Again, up. Keep those elbows held and ribs are neutral. We'll change legs. Left, up, out. Nice. And we'll finish here, arms down to en bas. Good. All right, very nice. You can see they really kept their balance really nicely. When they brushed, each of them, when they brushed to that tendu, that weight shifted really well over the standing leg. The other thing that you want to think about in that combination is making that leg really flat out from the hip so it's not down here, right? Yeah, so really keeping that knee lifting as that toe comes into the knee, right? Good, good. So let's now work on our triplets. And I think we're going to just do them in place today. Sometimes we do them traveling across the floor, but we're going to do them in place. So we'll have preparation 7 and 8. And we're going to go down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up and down, up. I'm going to turn to the right, step on my right leg, and back, up, up, and here, and front. And we're going to go again, same thing. Step on the right, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again to the right, turning the same way, and then we'll finish here. And then we'll do the whole thing left separately. Right, and so you want to make sure, just to reiterate where that coupe is. The coupe is right, toe is at this ankle. I'm keeping my knee forward, so I have to use my inner thighs. When I plie, I want my knee to be over the ball of the foot on the standing leg and keeping that chest lifting. All right, so here we go, parallel, yeah, and hands on hips. Okay, and stepping right and down, up, down, up. Good, we're going to turn to the right. Turn right, facing back, good. Same thing again, down. See how they're keeping their coupes right at the ankle. Shoulders are down. Turn, look where you're going, turn, yeah, good. We'll finish here. And just down. Very nice. Okay, good. Yeah, let's go left. Making sure to keep that foot at the ankle, making sure to keep the chest lifting. And prepare. Okay. Elbows are held. Down, up, up. Notice they're also not going on the pinky as they do their releves up on demi-pointe, right? Their foot is shaping over the big toe and second toe. Good, left and down, up, we're back. And we'll finish. Nice, let's bring those arms down. Very good. All right, good job, everybody. Okay, and for our last combination, or close to last, we'll do a reverence after this. Let's just do our skipping from the corner, yeah? And this time, because we did this in the last video, but we just went straight across, and I want this time to do a figure 8. So we'll do 4 skips from the corner, and we're going to start with our right foot pointed, yeah, on this side. We're going to skip. You'll skip 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on your diagonal, wherever you are. And then we're going to go to the right in our circle, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to go left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it'll be 4 skips forward, 4 skips around to the right. So get yourself around. And then 4 skips in a circle to the left, and then 4 skips away. All right? Each time you're going to notice when they do their skips that their bottom foot is going to point all the way and that knee is going to be straight. So they're jumping off one leg up, keeping this knee up right across from the hip. So you have to really use the underneath of the thigh to hold that leg. And that foot is also pointed, yeah, in that same position we just worked on, okay? And 1. Good. Right, up, nice, and 1. Good. Let's finish here. Okay, good. Yeah, good. So part of that is knowing which direction you're going in, being able to jump up and point your toes and hold that position, right? And anticipate what the next thing is that's going to come. Good. So let's start left. And knees up. Good. Right. And next, and up. Good. Very nice, thank you. Yeah, and when you're practicing those skips, make sure you're really jumping up, right? Because sometimes, even as we all can feel, sometimes when we're trying to travel far, it's a little more difficult to get up in the air. So if you're struggling with that traveling and jumping up in the air at the same time, pull the traveling back and just jump more up and around as you need to get where you need to go. Okay, great. So let's come all together and we're just going to do a reverence. And let's do our reverence in a fifth position today, since that's what we've added amongst a few other things. Yeah, so I have my right foot front. I'm in fifth position. I'm trying to get my toe heel together as much as possible. Okay, and and first, up, open, and let's take one arm up, and down, and open, and up. To our pianist, down, up, and let's finish here. Good. Thank you so much.